So you have to break the rules in order to win? Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you look at films that did break the rules, and it's interesting because one of my favorite films, Silent Running, as you know, at the time, the producers putting the money into it, they were saying to themselves, "Oh man, this movie's going to tank," because they were trained as engineers, even though some of them were writers themselves. But you have a formula, what works. It's like you mix this fuel with that fuel, and you've got a rocket engine. You got rocket fuel. You don't, you know what works and you stick with that. But the filmmakers are like, no, we want to make what we want to see, not what's been done before. We want to do something more interesting.
Yeah. And
they knew, and the idea was, the whole, if I want to see it, hopefully there'll be someone else who wants to see it too. If I'm passionate about it, I care about it, then hopefully there'll be someone else who will be swept up in that. And they were right. It worked. They broke all the rules, they broke all the conventions, and it worked. It's interesting because the producers who were watching the film, they're at the premiere, they're just shaking their heads going, this movie's going to bomb, this movie's going to bomb. And at the end, they saw the audience break out into tears around them.
What movie are we talking
Silent
about?
Running,
okay.
Yeah. And stand up and gave a standing ovation. And this is the Academy of Motion Pictures and Sciences that were at the premiere. I mean, a higher compliment you cannot get. The producers were just standing there, just dumbfounded. It's like, oh my God, it's a hit. What did we do right?
Better figure it out.
Yeah, well, they're still trying to figure it out, But yeah, absolutely, you got to break the rules in order to make it work.
So, okay, you just answered that. You said don't write what you think will be a hit, but rather you should write what you'd like to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that's the way I've tried to do it. I have this whole thing that I use in my comedy routine, where this guy is trying to explain what he thinks will be a hit according to the formula, and he says, these are the things that work, People like lots of action. They like lots of explosions, lots of violence. So we're going to set it in World War II, and we're going to have the Japanese and the Americans shooting at each other from their ships. and you want the hero to be a nice guy that everyone likes. And so you're going to have, but you put him in danger. So he gets knocked off the ship. He's in the water. And a shark tries to attack him, because we know that worked in Jaws. And then he gets ashore. And then you have more explosions hitting the beach. As the shells are going everywhere. And then, people like to have romance and sex and relationship. So he meets a Japanese nurse, and he has sex with her. But then she pulls a knife at him and tries to kill him. But he gets the knife from her, but he doesn't kill her. And why? Because he's a nice guy. That's what nice guys do, and people want to see nice guys. And then you have some cute animals. You throw in there. The guy's going on and on about how, you do this, you do that, and it'll work. And I'm like, no. I'm like, write what you want to see, Write what you're passionate about. Write what you care about. Forget what's been done before. Forget what's been beaten to death over and over again. It's like snakes on a plane, That was supposed to be a blockbuster hit. Mm-hmm. And people watched it, and they're like, no, this is just stupid. They think we're even dumber than they are, and they are pretty dumb to begin with. It's a terrible film. We are not stupid. We are not idiots, So, but that's absolutely write what you want to see. Write what you're passionate about. And if you're not passionate about anything, maybe you shouldn't be a writer. Maybe you should be an accountant. Maybe you should do something else. Accountants don't need to be passionate people. Like the joke, there was an accountant who one day had a near-life experience. Yeah, if you're not passionate about anything, if you have nothing to say, just become an accountant. Become a truck driver. Some job that requires no imagination.